Reaper's Underground. We hope you survive.
Welcome on a Monday afternoon at the Underground. That's right. You guys heard last night that the legendary horror icon Felissa Rose had messaged me and said, I want to come on the show. I said, yes, we need to make Shocktober as special as possible. So the big bad devil daddy himself delivered. This is the time. You need to share this out anywhere and everywhere there is a horror lover and a Felissa Rose fan. You get to ask some questions. She will answer them throughout the broadcast. So you better be sharing this shit out or I'm coming for you. But before we get into this illustrious career in horror film, we're going to take a quick commercial break to our brothers across the pond in the UK, Poison Valley Scareware. Check that shit out. That's right. You know what to do. I've told you 4 days in a row already. Get over there to poisonvalleyscareware.com. Get yourself a high quality, all original horror art t-shirt, hoodie, beanie, you name it. David will make it. All right. So you might have heard of a little movie called Sleepaway Camp. And who can forget the iconic photo that goes with this film? So I think some of y'all out there, everybody filing in all at the same time here, which is awesome, this was Felissa's big introduction to horror film and becoming a bona fide scream queen. How are you doing today?
Hi. I'm like, wow, you are so kind. I'm so happy to see you, and I just want to say thank you very much for taking the time to chat with me. This is this is so fun. Just anything that has to do with horror in October especially is the best. The best. The absolute best.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, Evil Never Dies podcast, what's going on? Dustin, how's it going? Robert Kennedy here saying hi, Felissa. Hi, Reaper.
Hi. Hi.
How
My
you
buddy.
doing? Awesome. Hey, Lizzie, what's going on? And I see Aaron has also made it as well. And there are just going to be more and more. Remember, guys, share this out anywhere and everywhere. All right. Well, shoot. So it was 1983, and this is crazy because, I like to do my homework, of course. I hadn't seen Sleepaway Camp since 1983. And the crazy part is it came out on my birthday, November the 18th.
Wow.
Isn't that's a unique fact that I never connected the dots until I was just kind of doing some little bit of research there. I was like,
There you go. Perfect.
It's like the stars aligned, We're talking about the heyday, the golden age of horror. There was nothing like the 80s.
Oh, just
because
phenomenal. I don't know. I think we're seeing it all over again. I feel like
it's
right
really
now,
it's kicking up. Yeah,
we are back in another golden, beautiful era of phenomenal horror movies.
Yes.
Really out and about at the forefront. I have to give so much love and congratulations to my Terrifier family.
Yes.
Number one,
Number one.
number I'm telling you, it brings so much joy. I was at a convention in Buffalo this past weekend, and I was like so emotional with my buddy John Abrahams, who is in the movie,
Hmm.
and just celebrating for all of us.
Yes,
It really is a
absolutely.
win for all of us, but Damien Leone and Phil Falcone and Fuzz on the Lens and Lauren Rivera, the whole cast, Elliot Fulham, they deserve it. That is
Yes,
a
they do.
masterpiece.
I mean, it wasn't a shock to me whatsoever. you know, that David and I
And
are
David Howard
friends as
Thornton.
well. Yeah, I mean, he's just the sweetest human being ever,
He's
and the
beautiful,
fact that
yeah.
he is, this today's horror icon. The first one we've had, oh shoot, probably what 10, 15, 20 years, I think. Haven't really had one. And here he is, I mean, just killing it with all of the Terrifier films, in my opinion.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. He
but
is so masterful in this film. David Howard Thornton delivers a performance. I walked out and said he should get an Academy Award. Honestly, that performance is just riveting. I can't even begin. It's like on another level, and who knew that that could happen?
right.
He's just so beautiful to watch on all levels. It's like, yeah, chilling.
Absolutely. And I mean, you don't sell yourself short. I mean, you're at the forefront of this too. You have just been so busy pumping out so many awesome film after
Thank
film after film. I mean, you are in so high demand. I mean, when you started with Sleepaway Camp, what was that experience like? Did you think it was going to become the cult classic that it is today?
I really, any movie you make, any movie, and
For sure.
we're co-starring together, we're actors together, um, and you hope, you would love for someone to see your movie, and that's how I felt about Sleepaway Camp. It was the most glorious experience to be on set with people who are still to this day are family. We had such a magnificent time making the movie. You walk away, so many years had gone by. People had written like I love it, like online, and then I sort of met my community at the conventions, and I'm just so delighted to know that people have embraced it, and it really is something I'm so grateful for, because I always say like it exceeds just the film. This is obviously a lifestyle for us. We love each
It
other.
is.
It's inclusive. Look at what Joe Bob Briggs has done, bringing people together. Again, our community is so vast and wonderful all over the world. So that's why I
Mhm.
love conventions, because we connect and we talk about these movies we love. So I never knew anyone would see it, but I was hopeful, and I'm thankful today.
Yes, I mean, just a brilliant performance. Honestly, I think everyone that is watching right now out there in the Morgrat universe, you've seen this, and if you haven't seen it in a while, give Sleepaway Camp another watch. It's pertinent
You know
to
what? It's
to
funny. Like
October.
I do screenings, and it's a funny movie. It has the campiness, the cheese,
Yeah.
it's 80s. We all talk like this from New York. It's just fun, and yet it does have a depth to it. I think Sleepaway Camp resonates with an audience because it has heavy social commentary about bullying,
Oh
about,
yeah.
just sexual orientation, gender identification, and it brings this to the forefront, and we have conversations, and we deconstruct Sleepaway Camp. And for that, I'm thankful to have conversations. Um, so I do think today it's even more relevant than it was when it came out
Oh
in the
yeah.
research.
I mean, we go back to the 80s. That time was very, very oppressive to many, many different people. Things were always swept under the rug. No one wanted to talk about
You
it.
didn't talk.
But
Yeah.
this film was also very pioneering in the fact that, following the success of Friday the 13th and, of course, John Carpenter's Halloween.
Oh,
That's right, John Carpenter's. I'm not talking about anybody else. But, I mean, they kind of set the standard for the slasher genre. But you guys were very pioneering in the fact that you had that great comedic campiness to it, which just, I mean, I'm sure it influenced, Evil Dead and everything that was to come. So, yeah, definitely. Can't be
you're
more
sweet.
proud of you for that.
You're so sweet. That means so much to me. I just, when I talk about this film, it's still to this day. I mean, it's been over 40 years, and it still gives me this emotional. I don't
Hmm.
know. It's just very. I don't know if it's because I was so young when I made the movie, and like it was a different time, even in the world. Um, it brings up all of that, all of those feelings, and I'm just so happy that we have a place, horror family to come together and talk about that, and to just kind of come together on that level of like sharing what's inside. Again, it starts with the movies, and then we're all close and connected because of them, you know.
There is just nothing like the horror community. The fans is what really drives
Nothing.
this machine. You allow us to entertain you and take you out of daily life. And for that hour and a half, 2 hours of film, we're entertaining you and giving you a smile or two, or maybe a scream as well.
A little, ooh, Terrifier 3, I did this a lot. Ooh, ooh,
I can
it's so,
only imagine. I've been seeing all the postings.
it's all true. Like, I, gosh, it's the only film recently, contemporary movie that has had me do a little,
Oh yeah,
whoa. The
because it's all
first five
practical.
minutes. I'm sorry?
Yeah, it's all practical. It's
It's all
all practical
practical. It's all
effects.
practical. And the actors, again, I can't like commend them enough. Like just
Yeah,
the beautiful performances. Horror actors go through so much, not unlike what their character is going through, because you're
right.
running in crazy conditions, with all kinds of things happening around you, and you're in that hysterical state, if you will. And
Hmm.
Lauren Lavera just posted about, the stunt team that was
Oh yeah.
helping.
Woo.
Unbelievable. Like there's so much, and I just applaud them. Like I'm amazed. Amazed.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely got my teeth cut when I did Grind. I had a couple of different roles in the film Grind, and by Mark Cantu.
By Mark Cantu. Yes. I'm a
And I
producer on
swear,
that. I'm proud of that script,
yes,
that
I saw
film.
that because I was looking through your IMDb trying to, grab some posters and stuff. And I was like, you share 3 films with Felissa. And I was like, oh, no, I've arrived.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
Uh, but yeah, I mean, I swear I took 8 bumps in a row. Like I had to fall down repeatedly from multi angles. So I
It's a
know exactly what you're
lot.
talking about. And it was a blast, though. It's like being a kid again,
Amazing.
you
In the
know.
best way. I remember I did a short film for Tiffany Shepis' husband, Sean Tretta. We did a little short called M is for Matchmaker for the
Oh,
ABC's of Horror.
nice.
And it was so fun. And I had to get hit in the head with a hammer. I could not for the life of me. We couldn't figure it out. You want it so authentic, and we're all
Right.
perfectionists. We never want it to look cheesy or silly. And we worked so hard. We spent the better part of the night working on that one boing, and it was great. And it's great. And you're laughing and you're silly and that's when the coming together happens. So
Yes. I mean, these sets are definitely what I call set families. And we have them everywhere we go, and that's why we're always so excited to work with certain teams, because you already know, that everyone's going to be there for each other, supporting each other,
safe. Yeah, you're
uplifting,
safe.
no
You're gonna have
attitudes.
fun. You know you're gonna have fun. That's why
Hell
also
yeah.
Stream is a film that I worked on with the whole Terrifier family that is coming out digitally October 15th. And I'm super proud of that movie. It was limited in theaters. And I just want to give a shout out to Michael Levy, our director, and Jason Levy. And, that, again, Fuzz on the Lens for making that movie. It's really intense and powerful. A great film. And
Yes.
Damien
And
Leone does the effects on that movie. And you'll
oh,
see so many great faces like Danielle Harris's performance is wonderful. Dee Wallace, Jeffrey Combs, Tony Todd,
oh my
Daniel
goodness.
Roebuck, who's in Terrifier 3, who plays my husband in Stream. We are like this. The whole
Yes. um it's just uncanny about this film. I was like, man, there are so many heavy hitters, so many awesome, fantastic talent, legends in this film. I mean, Jeffrey Combs is his usual diabolical self. Oh man, but he brings it to
I
another level in this.
he bring I mean to another level. I was like, whoa, this is a performance of a lifetime. Wow. Really great.
Yes, definitely. Before we get into the next part here, we definitely have a lot of comments here for you.
Oh,
um
really? That makes me so
Justin,
happy.
welcome, brother. Welcome, Mr.
Hi.
Turkey Man of Trauma. Personal
Hi.
thank you. When my mom passed away, I ordered a cameo from Felissa Rose to cheer me up since she is one of the most positive people I know. It really helped me, so thank you. That
And
is
I'm
the
so
sweetest thing ever.
oh man, I wish I could jump through here and just hug you. That is so
You
sweet.
know?
And with each day we get stronger. It's
Yes,
hard. That's really hard. That's real life, stuff that
you're
it's
not
just
prepared for.
no. And the waves, right? We're not. And the waves that come during those times. So I really do hope that each day is better um and that we're thinking of you.
Exactly. Ah, well, let's see. Kevin here says, my first crush.
That always makes me super happy. Thank you. Because I'm such a goofball that I'm always like, wow.
We're all a little
So
wackadoo, you
I
know? I
love
mean,
it. I love it. That's why we're so close. Yeah.
exactly.
Good.
Aaron says, "See, Felissa, you are a reason to meet your heroes. You are always a pure delight and inspiration." Yes,
Oh, thank you so much
absolutely,
for that. Thank
sir.
you. Thank you.
JD says, "What's going on, brother? I'm your biggest fan, Felissa." He meant to say Sleepaway Camp is on my top number one favorites list. So awesome.
Thank you so much for that.
I see Patricia Van Dussen. Yes. Okay. I think I
Oh,
said that
my
right.
girl. That's my
He says, "Hey,
girl.
Felissa."
Hi. I love you and I miss you.
Oh, you know what? I actually recognize that thumbnail profile picture because it keeps popping up in my suggested friends list. I may have to link up with you.
Yes. Yes.
That's awesome. Dustin also asks, what is on your Halloween must-watch list?
My must watch, I do love Trick or Treat.
Oh
I
yeah.
go for that for obviously classic John Carpenter Halloween.
Yes.
I just did a really cool uh watch with Shout Factory TV. I don't know if anybody Shout Factory,
Hmm.
I love them. And a few of us got to curate some films. It goes throughout the month. So I really had to buckle down and rewatch some of my favorites like Magic. Magic. I love Magic. I just think the performances in that and Margaret, you have to see, is just incredible. And Doppelganger, Slumber Party Massacre 2. I've
Nice.
just been watching these they've been on a loop. Uh, all the classics. I
Yeah.
love Friday the 13th. I love The Shining.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Got to have some Exorcist in there. Maybe some
I
Texas
know.
Chainsaw.
Yeah. Exorcist. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, is my I almost at this point feel like I love it like a child. Like I'm in love
Yeah.
with that movie. I'm having a love affair for, since I saw it the first time. It's just my number one.
Mm,
Um,
mm, mm, mm.
it's so good.
To
And
think
Ed Neal
something.
scared the you know what out of me with that hitchhiker. Like, who creates a character like that? He was so terrifying. He got
Oh,
under my skin and was like tapping me. It was like just something I'd never felt before.
yeah, and I feel like the lack of music in that, with just these like really sparse kind of crazy sounds, really amped up the terror and made it feel more real. And that was 1974.
That's right. Yes, that's what I felt with
Wow.
that movie. It felt, I almost thought at that age when I first saw it that I was watching something real. It had
Hmm.
like that gritty, dirty, like edgy, uh, just honest. It was pure terror. And I loved it. It was a roller coaster ride that I wanted to get on and on, even though it scared me that rush was like, woo, I had never felt before.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely. Every time I watch it, it just takes me right back. That's for
Love it.
sure. But since we've been talking about Stream, and definitely I wish all the best success on that film. I can't wait to see it myself. I've watched the trailer about a bajillion times.
Oh.
But we're going to go ahead and show everybody out there in Morgrot Universe the trailer for Stream. Check it out.
Why don't we go away tomorrow? It would do the whole family some good.
Okay, let's do it.
Welcome to the Pines.
This place isn't half bad now, is it?
This inn is about spending quality time with the people that you love, because you never know just how limited that time is.
Showtime! Everything's locked up.
Every door in this damn place is that way.
So we're trapped.
You and I need to figure out what the hell's going on. Eliminated.
That each of you have unknowingly signed up for when checking in. Our game is a rather unusual one. Double kill.
All right, not exactly sure what happened there. So sometimes,
okay.
getting the
Oh, of course.
the right
Yeah.
side. That's the first time that ever happened. So
No, and people, it's Scream. I hope you check it out. It's a super fun original movie that those guys, and it's awesome.
definitely. Oh man. So let's see here. We got some more questions. Interesting.
I love that.
So
Throw it
this
at
is
me.
from
Come on.
the Evil Never Dies podcast. Says, Felissa, are you a heavy metal fan? If so, what is your favorite band?
I am a heavy metal fan. I'm married to a heavy metal musician. I do love Slayer. I've always loved Slayer. I've always loved Metallica. We listen to a lot of Malevolent Creation in my house.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah.
Nice. How about
Cradle
some
of
Green
Filth.
Diamond?
Yeah, I
Cradle of
mean,
Filth.
we're pretty. I think I've been since I met my husband like over 20 years ago.
Right.
He really introduced me to the world, and I think it's a beautiful marriage. Metal
Big
and
time.
horror sort of go together, and
They do.
like peanut butter and jelly. So it's
Very
great.
much
And
so.
right? Isn't it just it
You can't have one
sort of
without the other.
you can't. You really can't. And it's and I oh my gosh, and I love Ice Nine Kills.
Oh, well, yeah.
To me, what they've done And I love Spencer Charnas. He's been a friend of mine for many years. I love that he's taken music and horror and performance art. He's sort of just elevated our the whole medium, and he's really touched upon a medium that's unlike anything we've seen or heard before, that
Mm-hmm.
really like assaults your senses. I mean, his shows, if you can see Ice Nine Kills in, they're touring a lot, his shows are magnificent. He's fantastic. So, and he has a new video called Work of Art that is
Yes.
sort of, I say, a companion piece with the movie, and it's brilliant. So check that out. It's out. Just Ice Nine Kills, Work of Art. It's such a good video. It's hilarious. Terry Kaiser is in it. Catherine Corcoran stars in it. Leah Vosey. He has some of Terrifier fam in it, so it's great.
Hell yeah. Those are just excellent, excellent picks. Because, before I became an actor, I was a death metal drummer for almost 30 years. So,
I
um,
applaud you. You are amazing and so creative and just so supportive of everyone. Thank you. I just want to thank you and let you know how much I appreciate you. Thank
that
you.
that means so much coming from you.
Really, really
And
true.
that's what the underground was created for. This was a platform to highlight the best in underground entertainment, and that's just across the board: film, bands, artists, sideshow performers, authors, you name it. Because
So beautiful.
they don't have a voice. And I remember being
I
that 20
know.
something year old kid trying to get a record contract, and everyone was like, "Who are you?" So,
So what
yeah,
would your
definitely.
advice be? What would your advice be to young people? Like, just keep going, push through, just create, make it happen.
Absolutely. Anytime somebody tells you, no, that ain't going to pay the bills, or this, your dream is stupid. I call them dream crushers, and there's tons of them. Just say, I'm going to do it. Go for it. And, even if you don't make it, at least you tried, or you were able to live that dream for as long as you could. That's how I view that.
Mhm. I love
So,
that. And any obstacles you incur, as we all do in life, whether it's personal, professional, I always like to say, and I have three teenagers, like use them as
yeah, yeah,
amazing stepping stones. That's what's teaching you. And you always have contrast in life. We can't know this beautiful light without dark, or, that's for anything in life. You can't know good without bad. So use it as something that propels you into making it better and inspiring you to
yes,
do more, go, 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 go. Sometimes I'm like, oh, like, you get frustrated, make like whatever it is, like maybe I
sure.
can't figure out a character, but it's like you have the most beautiful breakthroughs at those moments.
Definitely do. It causes you to up your game and be much more versatile, which I think is most people's challenge.
Yeah.
And that's definitely something that you have not had that kind of trouble with. But before I get to that point, Kevin brings up love craving, and well, in case you
Kevin,
haven't seen
is that
it,
Kevin Caliber? Who is
uh, Jen Sarowski.
that's that?
I think I said that right, Kevin Jen Sarowski.
Hi. Hi.
uh,
Thank you. Craving is,
you just
created by the.
won the Chainsaw Award for that.
Oh, don't make me cry more than I already. I like, you know, just am blown away by that. Those the fact I just want to say huge. I'm doing podcasts right now. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let the dogs in. My family. Hello.
Not a
Awesome.
problem.
Thank you. Real life, right? I love Fangoria so much, and I feel so honored. Like, you know, I know we're all really sensitive and emotional, and just like that, just really gave me like a wow. They were really kind to give me that award, and So many beautiful films were nominated. I
Yes.
feel thankful to have been a part of all of them: Macabre Mountain, Craving, New Year's Eve, Omicron Killer, Go Away. And Craving was directed by Jason Horton, a dear friend of mine who I just
Yes.
collaborated with again on A Hard Place. And he's such a genuine and talented, passionate, one of the most passionate people I've ever met. Please, if you get a chance, check out Craving. That team put in so much hard work to deliver such a wonderful film, and I'm really proud of the movie, and it was well deserved award for
Oh,
that.
absolutely. I mean,
Thank you.
in horror, to me, there's no bigger honor than having a chainsaw award from Fangoria. Fangoria has been at the center of horror since day one. It's just like Hit Parader and Circus Magazine for heavy metal back in the day, or Kerrang. You
Yes.
know, those are like the epic points where you're like, yeah, I actually got recognition by them. That means I'm doing something right. You know,
Amazing.
so I was so happy to see
And
that.
they had
So
such a
happy to
great
see it.
show. I don't know if everybody's checked it out on Shutter. Just a great award show. So many wonderful, um, people on that show. I was mesmerized. It was directed by my pal Michael Varati, who I love. Uh, just wonderful. If you get a chance, check it out.
Definitely. Ah, I see another one of your fans has shown up. Gary Dando, I believe I said that
Hi,
correctly,
Gary.
hopefully.
Hi.
Says,
Thanks for
Felissa, I
hanging with
love
us.
all your movies as I may. I was, oh, I think he typed really fast. Ask you about the autographs where we're going to send me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm sure that he and I have to chat. I know that we had said we were going to do autographs. So, yes, Gary, absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely. I have a website, FelissaRose.com. So, if um, and I have a wonderful person who helps me with that. So, we sometimes I just send autographs through there and I appreciate it. So, thanks for checking out the site.
Absolutely. And I'm going to go ahead and get that in here. You said it's FelissaRose.com.
It's FelissaRose.com. Yeah.
All right, perfect. And now we're going to subliminally hit you guys there at the bottom. That's where you need to go to keep up with all of her progress, her projects,
Oh, thank you.
everything. I mean, social media is just as unfortunately such a necessary evil, especially in our business. So it's like having the .com and all the links, and it's the only way to really hit a lot of people all at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jason Horton was definitely I believe he's on my friends list, and I've been going through a lot of his posts and stuff. I'd love to work with him someday. I think that'd be bad.
Yes. Oh my gosh. 100%.
Mm.
He has a lot on the horizon. Again, he's very passionate. He does
And that's what
wonderful.
drives it. Passion.
Yeah. Yes. Passion is the absolute.
You have to
Um,
have it.
yeah. That's what keeps the energy and the train moving.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly. And we were talking about, how you've been able to, a lot of horror actors get stuck in just doing horror all the time. But, you've actually managed to branch out and do some other genres as well. And this one is actually very special to me because it was my first time ever acting with you in Down the Long River.
I had the best experience on that set, and it was amazing working with you. Didn't we have so much fun?
Oh, couldn't stop laughing. I mean, we talked horror for like hours. We're like the two main horror people on the set.
So great. Yeah. Yeah. Such great memories.
Absolutely. Got to capture them while we can.
Look at how beautiful that location was. That location was
Oh, it was
magical.
unreal. What kind of drew you to that character when they approached you?
Well, I love James Dean, who's one of the producers on there.
Yes,
Um,
James is
he's
awesome.
a very special person and a dear friend of mine. I did triple Xmas with him. Um, and he any chance you get to work, I always say there's so many different facets, as to make a movie, whether it's the group of people, the script, the character, and for me it's like, if there's a great story and a character I really haven't played, like I felt like my role was juicy and I got to work with you
Yeah,
and
lots of
great actors.
dimensions.
It's like, why wouldn't, being in the beautiful fresh air? We were there in St. Louis. Uh, it was a wonderful day on set for me, and
It
I
really
cherish
was
those
a good
moments.
workout too. Well, at least for
Right.
me.
we we legit were like climbing mountains. At one
Yep.
point, I got so good at the end. I was like, "Look at me, guys!" I mean, like hustling up a mountain. I'm not kidding. It was like like a 300
Seriously, it was like a
feet,
cavern
right?
that I think used to be had like a little stream in there, but it had long since dried up because of the heat. So we have to go down the cavern into the bottom and then go to walk up the side of the other side of the cavern. And then, hey, you're on set.
Yeah,
Couldn't
magical.
ask for a better location, that's for sure.
So fun, so beautiful. Yeah, it was great. I loved it.
Spaghetti westerns, I don't know, because we grew up, during the times of its heyday, all the Clint Eastwood, fistful of dollars, all that
Oh,
stuff.
I love Clint Eastwood. Yeah.
They were so good. And, I was also like a favorite of my dad's too. So, we'd
Oh,
watch them together and stuff. And
so big bonding.
I was
Yeah.
like, well, James just happened to call me up and he's like, hey, I got a role for you. It's not a big one, but hey, you're going to be in a scene with Felissa Rose. And I said, shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Are you
you
serious?
were like, nah, not doing it.
I was like, no, 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 no. Yeah, just, hog tie me, take me down. Let's go.
So fun. And and speaking to like the size of a role, I
Right.
mean, we as actors,
It
like,
was the best thing.
I'm excited to, doesn't matter big, small, medium, doesn't matter, because something, when you're again with a group of people you want to work with in a setting that's amazing, you give it your all,
You do. Yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as
Yeah.
giving more than what's necessary. I think every actor should it, and we definitely do that. I mean, watching you work, and from you're laughing and giggling 1 second, then boom, light switch gets turned off, and it's time to rock.
So fun. So fun.
So good. Oh, that's awesome. Aaron says, I would love to have Felissa in a Western horror film in a second. Yeah. Aaron and I have been talking about that for a minute. I really fell in love with Glenn Danzig's Death Rider in the House of Vampires,
Oh,
which
yeah.
starred the late, great Julian Sands.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was epic. Vampires and Western. Shoot. It had so many great actors and actresses in it. I can't remember his name, but he's known as being one of the masters of horror of the genre.
Yeah.
He was, he was in there. So, yeah, that would be really cool. I'd jump on that in a heartbeat.
We would.
Shoot. Yes. All right. So you had mentioned. Let me just make sure. Yep. A Hard Place. What a very interesting, great concept. I am always a big fan of creature features. What was this one like for you?
Well, let me tell you. So I am in love with both Jason Horton and
Yes.
Ashley Undercuffler and Kevin Caliber, two of my dear friends who I did Craving with. And they called me and said, we have this script. Check it out. Robert Bravo actually called me. He's the effects
Yeah.
artist. He's another dear friend of mine. And I said, sure, let me. And I read the script, and I'll be absolutely truthful. I thought, this is probably one of the greatest female characters I've read
Mhm.
ever. I am
That says a lot
terrified
coming from you.
by it. I am
Mm-hmm.
terrified by it. It is so far away from me, which is challenging, and you want that in your
Yeah, for
career. You
sure.
want to why would we do it? I don't want to play me. I don't want to play anything close to me. I want to get out of my skin, rip my skin off, put on new skin and become somebody else. And with this character playing an Appalachian woman,
Yep.
um I chose to wear zero makeup, my hair, I'm in. I am in, and I am so ecstatic about this role. I worked with Lynn Lowry.
Oh, she is
Bai
amazing.
Ling. Bai Ling is in it. Sadie Katz. Such a wonderful cast. So many friends in it. My friend Robert Kennedy and JoJo Payne, like all my good friends in this movie, and just on a set that really I felt was the most just so safe
Mm,
because we were in
right.
it. And I love that feeling when I don't even know there's a camera, I don't even recognize there's a crew, and you're just eating the material. I can't
Yeah.
say enough amazing things about it.
It's literally like stepping into another world.
It
That's
was
how I
another universe. It was another
for
universe.
real. And all the effects look amazing. The
Oh my
the
God.
the
Robert is just, please look for at him, look at his films. He's amazing, amazing, amazing artist, effects artist.
big time.
Mm.
And as a matter of fact, we have that trailer here for you to show the Morgrat universe.
Yay, thank
And
you.
if this is the first time you're seeing it, this one's definitely going to end up on your watch list. Check this one out.
We need to find somewhere to lay low, somewhere off the grid. I know just the place.
What the hell?
Let's blow this pop stand.
Where are you gonna go? Where? I know you're scared.
You step outside that door, and you'll get tore apart.
We've been warring with these monsters for a long time.
We're caretakers.
They're coming for us.
Shrink this in. Because it's your home now.
The creatures that roam the night and the monsters that rule the day still out there looking for vengeance.
But they all die.
We're just trying to lend a helping hand.
Good luck. Just get daddy!
That was intense.
To say the least.
Jed Stone and Rachel Bryan, they
Woo!
are so awesome. These actors are so just captivating. Great people.
Your scene right there doing all the dialogue there throughout the whole thing, like it's narrating the trailer, just bone chilling. So
happy.
good.
It was very cold on set. And I give the cast and crew so much credit. I was just there for a few days, but they really underwent like a lot because it was on the East Coast. It was Pennsylvania, and that's hard. Pennsylvania, Ohio. I never know where I am. And it was
feels that way,
during
doesn't it?
I'm like, where was I that moment? I can't remember. But it was really difficult. The conditions, can get
They can
really
get rough.
hard. They're rough, and everybody was in such great spirits and so just grateful to be making movies because that's what we really and truly love to do. And again, under the direction of Jason Horton, and Cody, the DP, who's just blew it out of the water.
Awesome.
I want to give love
Definitely
to
be looking for
everybody.
this.
Can you? I love you. I love you. I love you. Like I never want to miss anyone. I love you. Like
Robert's dying. He goes, Ohio. Laugh, cry face.
I'm like Pennsylvania. Where was Robert, I love you. Robert is is not only one of the greatest special effects people I've worked with, he's also one of the kindest, most wonderful people you want to have on set with you when you're in the trenches. We did another movie together called Deadly Endings, and he, oh my gosh, what he does uh, artistically is outrageous, and I'm just really honored and proud to call him my friend and collaborator.
Definitely. I always consider them to be the rock stars of of horror films because they bring
Yeah.
these nightmarish things to life and make everything look like it literally
Like,
happened. This is, not just
like,
smoke and mirrors.
easy breezy. See these creatures? The creatures are the stars of the show, along with Robert, and
Yeah.
they will just, you know, uh, make your hair stand up. It's just really
Oh man, I can tell just from the trailer. Shoot.
good stuff.
It's
Man. Woo!
definitely one
I'm
that
getting all
yeah.
excited about I'm so excited about A Hard Place. Like, I always say I'm like a chihuahua. I just can't calm down because when I love a project, I'm really honest about and very
Yeah.
unfiltered, as we all know. I just whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth,
As it
and I
should.
love it. Thank you, thank you.
Yes, definitely. And it's con season. And Dustin says, Felissa, I look forward to seeing you again at the New Jersey Horror Con. That is one I definitely need to get to somehow.
Yes, yes,
I'm
yes.
putting them on notice. Hey, let in a
New
little
Jersey
bald guy
Horror
named Rupert.
Con. Hey, yeah, love them, and Um, they're great friends of mine, Ryan, who runs the show, and everyone who's a part of that team. I'll be there December 8th for the sideshow
Nice.
market, along with Michael Levy and Jason Levy from
Oh, how cool.
Terrifier. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's fun.
Excellent. He says, what
And my
actors?
buddy, oh my gosh, could I just
Oh,
say this? And my buddy
yeah,
who
go right ahead.
so love, Nathan Basil, who I just did Bloody Summer Camp 2 with.
Yay.
I'm obsessed with him. He's my new bestie. I love you, Nathan. We had the opportunity to work our characters together along with Joe Bob Briggs and Darcy the
Oh,
Mail
yeah.
Girl and Dave Sheridan. We all came back together a month ago in Virginia. I know, I
Nice.
never know where I am. With Dave Kerr, who's another one of my besties, and Amber. They are that whole team. They own my heart. They know they own my heart. Michael,
Awesome.
Glenn, Jamie, they just own my heart.
He also asked, what actors or directors would you like to work with that you haven't? Also, any franchise you are not in you would like to be a part of? Wow, that's loaded.
That's beautiful. And thank you for that great question. Eli Roth is someone I really want to
That
work
was the
with.
name. He was in the Death Rider and the House of Vampires. He had a role in that film. He was
I
brilliant.
love him. I've loved him for so long.
He's
You know,
incredible.
adore him from Cabin Fever on.
Mm-hmm.
His work is stellar. He's just someone that I've loved and appreciated for so long. Obviously, Sam Raimi, Quentin
Oh,
Tarantino. A girl can dream.
of course.
Um, yeah, and I think, franchise for me, I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'd love to be part of anything like that, even the game. Hey, Ronnie. Um, and who knows? Maybe Sleepaway Camp will have something coming up. I don't know.
That
Franchise
is
that I am
so
a part of.
true. And we definitely want to plug this one because you'll be able to catch the legendary Felissa Rose and this guy this coming weekend at Scarefest Weekend in Lexington, Kentucky. I cannot wait.
I'm there for I just want you to know I'm there for a week. When do you get in?
I get in on Thursday.
Okay.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So, yep. And the moment I land, I'm letting you know.
Please let me know. I land Wednesday because
Nice.
then Thursday, I don't know what time you get in, but I'm doing Killer on the Rocks with Kane Hodder, Steve Nappy,
yeah.
and R.A. Mahaloff we do bourbon tasting, which is going to be fun. Then we have the amazing con with unbelievable guests. Scarefest, I love you. I think I've been to like 12 out of the 16.
Oh, wow.
We're doing
That's
our
amazing.
podcast live. Myself, Kane
Awesome.
Hodder, and Tiffany Shepis. First time ever. Tickets are available for that for Friday night, after the Friday night event, day of hanging with that beautiful guest list. And let me tell you, let's talk about the vendors, beautiful artists, magnificent people who run this show. Scarefest in Lexington, Kentucky.
They're amazing.
It's just amazing.
And I will be covering the event for Reapers Underground. It's going to be a Scarefest weekend edition that will air the following weekend, because as you know, I'll be doing some interviews and some walkthroughs and stuff like that. But you can find us at one of those great vendor tables. A friend of ours from the Nashville Horror Con that we did this past summer has said, hey, bring some of your stuff, put it on our table. So I'm like, oh, yeah, thank you.
Yay, that's awesome.
So that gives me a
Come
chance
hang
to
out with me
connect.
too. Yeah, come hang out with me. I'll be with all the
I want to
happy
hang out with you.
people.
That would be a blast.
Yeah, come and hang with me. The whole Victor Crowley cast will be there, like Perry Shen and Tiffany Shepis and Dave Sheridan and Adam Green, Kane Hodder. So that's a family reunion right there. I'm looking
It
forward
is.
to.
So many reunions are going to be there.
Yes,
Actually,
Scream.
I'm excited for the
It's Fright
Night.
Night.
Yeah, Chris
I hung
Sarandon
out
was
with them.
bucket
They are
list for
so
me.
awesome. Who's that? Susan Sarandon.
Chris Sarandon.
Oh, Chris Sarandon. I love Chris Sarandon. Yes, he's amazing.
Oh man, the whole cast, all these casts. I mean,
All amazing.
those films could not have been as iconic as they are without the components, and those are the actors and actresses that just killed it all the way around.
Absolutely.
Oh, I agree. Aaron here says, I got to get you at Cult Classic. That one's on my list as well.
Yes, I know they're doing a show in March, and Joe Bob Briggs and Darcy and Rhonda Shear will be there.
Oh, how
I love Rhonda
cool.
Shear. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Aaron, nudge them and say, hey, we need, Steve Livingood, Reaper, to, have him there.
That would be so cool.
If you request it, I will have my agent get a hold of him.
That's so cool. That's awesome.
Oh my goodness. But yes, just so many amazing projects you are involved in. I love the fact that you do kind of float between being in the film, producing, or doing both, at the same time for some of these films, because I mean, it really, really does help. And you have another one. I don't know if it's out yet. But you seemed very excited about it, and it's called The Forest Hills.
Forest Hills, yes.
Whoa!
Yes. And what a cast! And
Shelley Duvall, Edward Furlong, what?
and Dee Wallace, yeah.
And Dee Wallace, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in love with her since The Howling.
Oh, me too. And I tell her every time I see her, I'm like, I love you. I'm like this. Like, I don't even know. I get all like, I love you. She must be like,
right. Oh, Shonda Rawlings in the house. She says, hey, y'all.
Shonda, I love you. One of my dear
She
friends.
is just a light on
a phenomenal talent and we've been in so many movies together, and I'm so grateful for that. Yeah.
But just an amazing cast for this film. Give us what you can as to your character and the film itself.
I play a doctor. I was fortunate enough to be cast opposite the legendary Shelley Duvall. May she rest in peace.
Yes, indeed.
And I flew in to go.
Oh, no. There you go.
I went to home, and she and I just really connected. I will say this about her, and I did a panel at my convention this past weekend with someone who had worked with her, and we both couldn't get across enough how she was like this walking heart. She just had such light and love, just encompassed kindness. And I feel really grateful that I had the opportunity to work opposite her. It was like being at the Super Bowl.
Oh, I could imagine.
Yeah, really
Unholy
special.
shit.
Yeah.
I mean, The
Such an
Shining?
extraordinary
Come
woman.
on.
I mean, Shelley Duvall. Like, if you told me that when I was a little girl watching Popeye, that I'd ever meet this woman, I just would have thought that's insane. And then to hug her and be in her presence was more than I could have ever asked. And thank you to Scott Goldberg, who directed it,
Yeah,
and gave me the opportunity to have that moment with her.
absolutely.
I hope
Um,
everyone checks it out. It's coming out soon.
awesome. And this is another creature feature, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Look at that.
how was it working with Edward?
You know what? I did not, our characters did not work together. However, I will say Eddie and I met years ago at conventions, and we just have a really nice friendship. And I saw him last month at Houston Horror Film Festival. It's like the elevators were closing. I'm like, Eddie's like, Felissa. We just, and that's just that is like, and for me, it's like feeling like I could ever be in a community that has so much love and so many amazing, talented people is just really mind blowing.
It really is, and I mean, it's friends for life.
For
It
life.
truly, truly is.
Yeah.
Um, and we just all are a part of this great big horror family.
Happy family. Yep.
Yes,
Definitely. We have to take care of each other. Kindness is number one.
it is. Not to mention, people always make fun of us that it truly is Halloween all year long for us every year. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to have it any other way.
Nope. Absolutely not. This is life and it's the best. And I thought you were going to say, so we're like, horror movies and Halloween all the time. But like, if you came to a convention and met anyone, it's like, big burly dudes and they're like, with tattoos walking. They're like, would you like my grandma's cookies? Or you see
Yeah.
us with like blood dripping down and an axe coming through our head. And I'm like, oh, I just got my little kitten,
Yeah. I mean, shoot.
That's
I
the
can
true personality of people who are, part of this big beautiful family that we have.
I can remember it was one of the tattoo conventions that I do for Villain Arts. And a fan had recognized me from the show, and then of course Attack of the Corn Zombies, and this sweet little thing comes over to the table, and she's just, hi. I'm sitting here going, great to meet you, and I gave her a hug. I'm like, I knew that she was just so excited that
So
she was
excited.
shaking, and I'm like, it's just me. I am
It's
no
so
deity
sweet.
or
But
anything
look
like
at how
that.
what you, created has had an effect and people just love it. So that's
Oh, I never would have
incredible.
thought. I say this to myself. I say this to my wife every day. I can't believe that I'm here because I took a leap of faith after I retired from being a high school music teacher
Amazing.
to doing podcasting and acting full time. I just never thought. I mean, and I was going to say that's how I felt. How you felt working with Shelley Duvall. I felt that way going there to work with you on Down the Long River. I was like, whoa.
Oh,
Freaking
so
huge. I was like, yay tall when I saw Sleepaway Camp.
oh, that is so
So,
sweet.
yeah, it was like, man, things truly do come full circle.
Amazing. Amazing. That's so cool. It's just crazy. Life is
It
awesome.
is. It's cosmically wonderful. That's what I always like to call it.
I love that. True. Very true. Yes.
we are going to take a quick look at the trailer for the Forest Hills.
Nice.
And I think this one is definitely going to be on your list as well. Check it out.
Now you all have to be very careful of the beasts out here. I'm not going to tell you what kind they are, because every single time I tell the locals, they'll just laugh at me like I'm some sort of a clown. And I know I'm not crazy. There's a deep, animalistic, non-human instinct only I can feel. I need to see bloodshed.
I think right now we should start talking about making you as comfortable as possible. Make sure your quality of life is as good as it can be.
I guess Rico's gonna have to get me a casket. Do you remember I locked you and your sister in the car?
I need to get help from my brother.
I understand he was seen twice by two of our workers.
Rico! What did you do to me? You're in deep shit right now.
Everybody out there in the Morgrat universe, if that didn't put the chill down your spine, I don't know what will. These are just amazing, amazing films.
I'm so happy. Thank you.
Absolutely. And I wanted to say to Robert, definitely from being in both circles in my professional life, I can definitely say the horror and heavy metal communities are definitely the best people. Definitely the best people.
Yeah.
They support you when you don't even know it. You just never know.
All love.
Yeah. And they just have a way of letting us know that, hey, we made a difference in their life somehow. So, yeah, I don't know. Nothing like it. So it is definitely shameless plug time for anything that you want to let everyone out there, all your fans, as well as the Morgrat universe, to know what you got coming up.
I, like we said, leave for Scarefest.
Yep.
And I'm shooting a couple of films the next couple of months.
Ooh,
Mr.
awesome.
X with Eileen Dietz. And Joe Bob Briggs, my guy, Joe Bob Briggs. And then Midnight Maniac with Lisa Wilcox. So things coming up to film, conventions galore. We're in the season now. I'm super thrilled for that. I can't wait. I'll be at Horror at the Ohio in Madison, Indiana. Not this weekend because it's Scarefest the weekend after. If anyone wants to come hang out with me there, we'll be watching New Year's Eve and Sleepaway Camp and just having all kinds of fun. It's a festival, music and vendors and contests. So come join us. And I just want you to know I'm grateful to be here. And I'm super grateful for all of the love and the friendship. It means everything to me. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. And we appreciate all of the brilliant performances that you have given us and are continuing to do so. We all of us here at Morgrat Entertainment wish you the absolute best moving forward. And it has just been an absolute pleasure having you here at the Underground. It was definitely a very special day for me, as it is, I'm sure,
for me. And I love and adore you, and I can't wait to see you this weekend.
Oh, it's going to be so wonderful.
Awesome. I know. I can't wait.
I am jazzed.
Can't wait. I can't wait.
Thank you. And for all the fans that showed up for you today, as well as new fans you may have made, what is your lasting message for them?
The only thing I can ever say truly from my heart is thank you. I am so grateful to be part of our community. I feel like I found my tribe and my family, and I love you very, very much. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And so does my dog.
Apparently.
Have a
thank
beautiful
you.
day.
Yes, thank you so much to everybody out there who showed up today
Thanks
for
for yes,
Felissa.
thank you for everybody for listening and hanging out with us. Thank you.
And just so you guys know out there in the Morgrot universe, if you missed it live, it is on Reaper's Underground Facebook page, Black Flame Entertainment Facebook, as well as Morgrot Entertainment Facebook, and of course, the respective YouTube channels. And as you are gonna, maybe you're still at work and you joined us, on the sly, which we're totally cool with that. And you're thinking about going and, you get home, you take your shoes off, pop in Sleepaway Camp and watching Felissa in all her glory. Just remember to stay heavy.
Thank you for joining us on Reaper's Underground. Stay tuned for more from Morgrot Entertainment in association with Black Flame Entertainment.